So, good morning, everybody, again. Welcome to Sanibel 2025. This is our 14th year of putting this conference on. This is the third year that I've been involved in it. Second year is normally in charge, which basically means that I try to put together a program of science that I think is interesting. I work on the assumption that if I read something and think, oh, that's a great paper, I ask the author to come in and give the presentations. Hopefully you'll also find it interesting. I fall very much into the category of the nerd that we were talking about a minute ago. And I have a passion for this idea that we want to bring that education, bring those interesting stories to life to give you an opportunity to see this. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Richard Issitt. I'm, as you can tell by the accent, not local. I'm based in Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital over in London. You know, it's nice to come over here. Thank you to everybody who's made the effort to get here. I know air travel wasn't particularly easy the last couple of days, and I would be lying if I didn't say my heart rate was about 150 this morning because I hadn't actually seen half of the speakers that were coming in this morning. So they've turned up. We're very grateful to have them, and my heart rate is now on the decline, which is always a good thing to an extent. So what is it about Sanibel that makes us very different? Oh, by the way, I appreciate that I speak quite quickly. So we have a sign here which is slow. And if you do that, I will try and slow it down a bit. Chet's going, don't understand. So Sanibel is different for a couple of reasons. First of all, we put the science first. There's nothing else that we want to achieve, really. This is about education. This is about bringing people together. Globally, there are a number of issues, as I'm sure you're very well aware, and people are becoming kind of more siloed, more isolated. What we want to try and achieve is to reverse that process, even if it's just in our own profession. And one of the things that I've kind of prided myself on trying to do this, especially this time around, is bring you people from all over the world that will give you slightly different points of view, challenge your preconceptions, give you some insight into what they do in different countries, look at how they treat patients, what the patient demographics are. These are all different things. I think the more we start learning outside of our comfort zone, the more as a profession we will grow and learn and be able to treat our patients better, which at the end of the day is what it's all about. Now, I've mentioned the fact that I said about global meetings. Well, what does that actually mean? People often say we have a global meeting because we have somebody coming from abroad. Just to give you some idea of what this actually means, we are incredibly proud to say that we have people online and in this room from 28 different countries across the globe. Now, for those of you who aren't particularly familiar with a lot of these countries, allow me to just read them out. So, America, Australia, Belgium, Canada, Colombia, Denmark, Egypt, England, France, Germany, Greece, India, Ireland, Italy, Japan, Kenya, Malaysia, Namibia, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Pakistan, Philippines, Puerto Rico, the United Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Scotland, Sri Lanka, Spain, Thailand, and finally Ukraine. There are not many countries that we could basically miss out. We've tried to put as many as we can possibly get in, and hopefully as we get improve and our meeting grows, like next year is our 15th, we're going to try and get even more people involved. So this really is all what we're trying to do, is to achieve this idea of a global community of perfusionists. And if nothing else, and one or two of you might know that you will probably find me in the bar at some point over the next few days, come and have a chat, because that is where a lot of these things really set stall. I can't tell you how many conversations I've had that have left to different research projects that we're doing, collaborations. I'm looking over there for Jim Rieger. You know, some of the conversations we had influenced what I do, but also hopefully have influenced some of the research that he's going to present later on. And these sort of conversations are what helps us achieve this idea that the more we learn, the better we can treat our patients, which again is what this is all about. So obviously I have to do the official kind of, here are the rules, here's what we want, here's what we don't want to do. In the past, you've had to ask certain questions to get CU points. We're not messing around with all that nonsense. There will be polls that we put up asking about what you think of the speakers, what do you think about the session. So please interact with us, because that's how we know what's going on and how we can grow. Like I said, I'm I take full responsibility for what you're out to hear in terms of the scientific sessions. So please let me know what you like, what you don't like. If you want other speakers to come back again, I'm sure we can ask them. They'll be very happy to oblige. And talking about the speakers themselves, and this I think is also what sets Sanibel apart. We have some of the best researchers from all over the world. Two of the speakers that you will hear today have what they call H indexes over 100. What that means is they have at least 100 papers that they've published, each of which has over 100 citations. And if you actually took the group that we have here, I did a quick calculation, the group of people that's going to speak to you have written more than 2,500 research articles. And if you combine how many times their research has been cited, so how impactful they are, over 120,000 citations. So you are being taught by people that really are the greatest in their field. And this is one thing that we want to keep going and keep pushing. So if you know somebody who is an excellent star that is in some area of your work, get in touch with us. Let us know, because we will get them in to speak to them. And take this opportunity to learn from them. I consider myself an academic, but I pale into insignificance compared to a number of these people. And I like that because I can learn. This is all about learning, for me, for everybody else as well. So putting that aside, some of the things that we are hoping to deal with is a broad range of different subjects. So hopefully we've got a varied program. And part of all this, I have to say, would not exist without the support of the exhibitors that we have here today. So, leaving over, for example, with this morning's sponsored breakfast. We rely on their generosity and their willingness to engage with us in order to bring this to you. So please, when the exhibit hall opens later on, I mean, it's huge. We've expanded out quite a way. We've got 34 exhibitors here in the booth. So please make sure you spend some time talking to them, because obviously that is what helps us move this forward and bring you these presentations. We have a lot of different sessions. We've got a lot of sponsored talks that are coming up. This year particularly, we are actually focusing on hands-on sessions as well. So you will find Thursday afternoon, we have a number of sort of out rooms here that you will be able to go in and get your hands dirty with some of the latest equipment. So please take advantage of that. We will also have them sponsored speakers coming up and talking about some of the products as well. So that's not a sales pitch. It's the reality of what it takes in order to bring this kind of subject matter to you. So please, really engage with them, and thank you to them on our behalf. The other thing that is worth noting is that I'm very much about kind of work hard, play hard. Some of you may know that we have a lot of fun doing this. We will have scientific sessions. More than often than not, we will end up in the bar. We have warned the staff at the bar that there will be a number of people that go there. So they have assured me that not only they have stocked up the whiskey store, especially after the last night, but also they're going to put more people in to help out. So enjoy, relax, have a good time. We have other things going on. Those of you around Friday evening, you will witness one hell of a party outside, which is our Glow with the Flow, sort of end party, if you like, that goes on. You will be asked to get glow-in-the-dark tattoos. There'll be lots of swag in terms of flashing glasses, some of which you may have seen a picture of our President Patrick Smith, who was delighted that I shared that on social media yesterday. But it's all about having fun. So work hard, play hard, take something out of this and enjoy. Finally, if we have the speakers here, please, can you go and see Terry? He is our AV man, and he has done wonders in terms of actually putting this all together. So please, if you could deposit your talks before the session starts, that would make things run very smoothly. Finally, just to give you some idea, you're not alone in terms of being in this room. Last count, and this has probably changed again, in person and online, there was 1,124 people attending this symposium, which makes it the largest in the world. We're very proud of that, and we want more people to be involved. And this is something that we are keen to promote. So again, if you have colleagues, wherever they are in the world, get them involved. The more we have, the more we can do with this. So thank you very much for your support.